So
Bernie says free sunlight for everybody. All the hours of sunlight for everybody.
Free. Sponsored by
Tell me,
Jesus.
Tell me, Bernie, how much sunlight we're going to get?
Sponsored by the Jews.
No kidding, man.
She said, capitalism won't always exist in the world. Capitalism will always exist everywhere. Otherwise, you couldn't buy or sell anything. And while we're on this subject of this, okay, here, I'm gonna go off on this. I'm gonna do a rant later.
Get on that soapbox, big man.
This is not even a rant, but
Yeah.
I'm doing a rant later.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you are too, by the way.
Okay.
So it came to mind. There are certain socialist societies within the United States where it does work, but it's socialism.
Are you talking about subcultures?
Yeah, it's socialism / capitalism in the same way, like your Amish community.
Yeah, that's what was coming to mind.
Yeah, you got within the community, you have a guy that makes furniture, and you have somebody who grows cattle or grows beef. Or you can't grow. Who raises cattle?
You got to water grass, grow beef.
I know, right?
What?
You have others who grow vegetables, and this guy grows corn and potatoes, and this guy builds barns, and these people over here are painters. And so within the society, they barter with each other.
Yeah.
Right? So it's still that's kind of socialistic in a way that the group is all putting the resources together.
But when they have to survive in the real world, what do?
Oh, they sell that shit, and it's not cheap either.
No.
Have you seen Amish-made furniture?
So capitalism comes into their life.
Exactly. They make good cash money doing that. Very good cash money. And you know what? They get the best health care known to mankind. You know why? Because they have a pool of money for that community that is set aside for nothing but health care, and they can go wherever the hell they want to get seen, and they'll pay cash for it. And
so
it
even though they're like a subculture that participates in socialism to an extent, when they deal with anybody outside of that subculture, they use capitalism.
It's straight up capitalism.
Yeah,
it's straight up trumping it, man.
Well, I mean, there's no other option. Like it's like I've told you before. There's a bajillion lemonade stands at the end of driveways this summer. There ain't a fucking kid out there running a lemonade stand under the principles of socialism.
No.
They all operate under capitalism. So if a 7-year-old can figure it out, why do a bunch of adults think we can run a country on an economic system that we see time and time again doesn't work?
I don't know if my lower stomach area hurts because I've been talking about AOC so much, or maybe I actually have to go pee. So why don't you people listen to some really cool music while I go whiz?
We got a tinkle.
And peeing's free, sponsored by American Standard. You're listening to the Tiddy and Shiner Show, brought to you free by me, Bernie Sanders.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, that's a hell of an opening. Hell of an opening for a second half. Thank you, Bernie. Appreciate that. Big Tiddy here, along with Shiner, who is in parts unknown, and the puppet master, Donnie, is at the controls. It's just me and Donnie in the studio. Week. Yeah.
It's hard for me this week. I love where I'm at, but I can't see Donnie. I can't see you in the studio. I'm missing this.
So, all right. So, coming to the second half of the show, we started the show as we don't know where Shiner is. So,
okay, let's revisit that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask a question because Donnie asked a question earlier. So, I'm going to ask a question. Is it bikini weather year round there?
Yes.
Okay. That helps me quite a bit.
Okay.
Meantime, I will let Donnie roll around in his head what question he wants to relay.
Donnie's dome twisted up.
Here we go. Hang on. Please tell me. Oh, crap. That's a good one. Is it a place where you run out of road?
Yes. That is possible here.
That's a good question, Donnie.
That is, man. That was a great one.
And I think I know.
That makes me think Donnie knows where I'm at.
I think I know where you're at, too.
I was going to say, I think both of you guys are onto it.
Cape Hatteras. No?
No. Guess again.
Yeah, well, I was actually totally fooling you. I will throw my guess at the end of the show. Meanwhile, back
into it.
I'm just going to go right back to AOC right at the beginning. She said, we're going to flip this seat blue.
Whoops.
I know, right?
Is that an actual quote from her?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when she was campaigning.
That might be the best one ever.
That was when she was campaigning. And then talking about the settlements in Palestine. She claimed that Israel occupies land belonging to the Palestinians and are building settlements there. No. Israeli, in their right freaking mind, would build a house in lands controlled by terrorists.
Right.
Are you insane?
Like the bag that is full of AOC quotes is just one ridiculous one after another.
Dude, anybody out there in America who has stuck their dick in this woman, nobody is going to come forward. Nobody's going to brag about it.
No. And there's probably a lot of dudes that have.
She's a
Nobody's
bartender.
telling the world they stuck their dick in AOC. Like, no.
You might as well call her Slutty Catherine. I'll bet she.
Let's do that. Let's call her Slutty Catherine from now on.
I'll bet she hit everything known to man in that bar.
Yeah.
Well, unless she's Ocasio-Cortez. Well, here's the thing. For Hispanics, I know a lot of guys who have hyphenated last name. So,
yes.
I don't even truly know if she's married or not. Honestly, I really don't care. But if she is, her husband ain't saying shit.
I'm keeping my head low, down out of the fire.
Oh, yeah. And what if he does say something one day and then he just dies?
Didn't we do an episode and we talked about her boyfriend? Didn't Donnie dig up her boyfriend at one time? I could have swore Donnie dug up her boyfriend.
I don't know. I'm 52. I forget shit all the time.
I do too, dude. I'm 47. I forget shit.
That's
like when I go to sleep tonight. I'll be doing good if I remember this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think she.
You got Donnie feeding you information right now?
I got it. Yeah, she's definitely not married.
Oh, I'm shocked. Wait a minute. Back up. AOC is not married?
She's not married.
Weird. Never saw that coming.
She is single.
I could have swore Donnie dug up the name of her boy. Maybe not.
Donnie, do you remember that?
This is hard. This is hard when you can't see Donnie. Like when you're recording this, it's hard when you can't make eye contact.
Yeah, we can at least make eye contact with Donnie. We can hear him in the headphones, but you can't hear him.
I can't hear anything, bud. Yeah.
Being out there. Okay, yeah, she is dating somebody.
Yeah, I thought Donnie dug up her boyfriend's name.
Yeah, she was complaining.
Sack of shit.
Back when she got first elected, she was complaining. She got 3 months without a salary before she's a member of Congress. So how do I get an apartment? Bitching about that.
Call Bernie. He'll get you an apartment.
The back bedroom's free. Sponsored by Bernie.
Sponsored by Bernie.
She does have a degree in economics from Boston University.
Yeah. She has an education under her. That's why I can't figure out why she talks stupid shit.
Yeah, but I know a certain pharmacist dumber.
A box of rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That doesn't mean.
Yeah. Nope, that's about it. Now, by the way, I was watching a little bit of a show the other day. Gloria Vanderbilt.
Okay.
And Anderson Cooper, that's her son.
Yeah, right. So Anderson Cooper is the son of Gloria Vanderbilt, right?
Yes, one of them.
Okay.
I think she's had a stepchild from another
relationship.
Yeah, relationship. She died right before my birthday, June 17th. And she'd always told him she wasn't leaving him anything. And so, Are you talking about Anderson right now? Yeah, Anderson. He said, that's why I'm where I'm at. Because my mom said she was never going to give me anything. I made a name for myself. And which I'll give him that, dude. he has made a good bit of money and a good name for himself. You know, he's
I don't agree with where he stands politically, but as far as what he's done as about being self-made, I do respect. I have to respect that.
yeah, and I think, like I said, she had a stepson or something. Anderson's her only true child, and she left him everything.
Oh, did she?
$200 million. Well, here's the funny part. Anderson Cooper's worth like $120 million on his own.
Really? Is he worth that much now?
Dude, he makes like $12 million a year.
I saw something the other day, and it was actually a documentary that it was just a little piece he did on a photographer. And I'm sure you've seen the picture. This guy was the dude that snapped a picture of a grizzly in Yellowstone. And the grizzly standing at the top of a waterfall that's about 4 feet tall. And there's a salmon that has launched himself out of the water to get up that waterfall. And he's in the jaws of the grizzly bear, and the grizzly bear has not started to bite down and catch him yet. It's one of the most poetic wilderness shots ever. But Anderson Cooper hung out with that dude for a few days. And I had a lot of respect. I mean, they did eventually spin it to hunters are bad people, so I got pissed off. But the first 85% of that interview, I respected him a lot for the questions he asked that dude and how he presented it. It was very professional. Right. I was like, this guy's at the top of his game.
Well, you know, even I've got my druthers about hunting. I've eaten bear before. It's extremely greasy, and I didn't like it. Therefore, you don't have to worry, people. I'm not going to shoot a bear. Number one, that's a lot of work and a lot of scare for the possibility of getting a rug and some meat. Nah, I'll stick to deer.
So you're saying listeners don't have to worry about you shooting?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me shooting big game. I have no desire.
I'm not gonna lie, homie. Like I might. I've talked about this for 2 or 3 seasons. I might, before I turn 50, I may buy a bear tag. I kind of want to shoot a bear with a crossbow.
Yeah, see, for me, if I'm not gonna eat it, I'm not gonna shoot it.
But that's the deal. I would eat that meat. I mean, even if it was horrible, I'd eat it just because I shot it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's protein.
I'm not gonna lie. I might buy a bear tag, bud.
It's protein, and you can survive on it. But boo,
You're out. Yeah, that's where you draw the line.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm totally good. Totally good. Moving on.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go back to the debates a little bit.
Okay, let's revisit that.
When our good buddy from Texas, Beto O'Rourke, started delivering his speech in Spanish, it was the funniest thing, because the senator from New Jersey, Mr. Booker, the look on his face when Beto started busting out some Espanol was priceless. Absolutely priceless. Beto, there's no that wasn't necessary
at all.
No, you know, for the Hispanic voters, this is already getting, converted to Espanol. What are they going to do? Turn that around and convert that to English?
How can you say you're a Hispanic candidate for the presidency of the United States when your last name is O'Rourke?
Yeah,
like
it's not like it's freaking O Sanchez.
Exactly. Like, your name is O'Rourke, buddy. Like, you're not going to be able to push this Spanish thing very far.
No, and if you were somebody, everybody would be chanting El Beto, El Beto. No. You don't have a people.
But you're right. Like, Cory Booker's, like, his reaction to O'Rourke speaking Spanish was absolutely hilarious. Like, I'll tell you right now, the 2 nights of the debates, it was like a gigantic Saturday Night Live skit. Like,
and I watched Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Okay. What happened there?
Nothing like I thought. I thought they were going to take that and run with it, and they did not.
No.
Well,
I think they're pretty left. So, yeah, it would be hard. Yeah, it's hard pressed to say they would do that. But, God, I was hoping they would deliver just like a world championship skit right there.
I mean, him busting out Spanish, it would mean about as much in that debate as if the congresswoman from California, what's her name?
Warren?
She says she's black.
Talking about Warren?
She says she's black.
Yeah, or Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, yeah. But she didn't bust out Ebonics.
Mm-mm.
First off,
Elizabeth Warren didn't give us a war dance.
No.